welcome to a brand spanking new series of Shop Smart, Save Money.
We are back to help you keep costs down with the latest deals and some amazing money-saving tips.
It's always good to be back.
It is. First of all, sit tight, because to kick things off on our first show, we are giving you some of the best deals you can get your hands on.
Now, our top team here have been scouring the shops so you don't have to. And goodness me, they've come up with some fantastic gems.
Gems which don't come much better than free stuff. That's right, this week at Prezzo, you can get a free 3-course kids meal with the purchase of an adult main. Just mention the offer when you order.
Children get a starter, main and dessert from the kids set menu, which would usually cost you £8.50.
The offer is running until this Sunday, the 2nd of March, so if you fancy a family meal out this weekend, you know what to do.
Next, the music streaming service Apple Music has access to over 100 million songs, and it usually charges £10.99 per month to subscribe.
But until tomorrow, the 27th of February, 11:59 p.m, you can get 6 months of Apple Music for just £2.99 for the whole 6 months. That is a 95% saving.
That is incredible. That's the whole 6 months. But please, just make a note that after the 6-month period, your membership will auto-renew at the standard £10.99 a month, unless you cancel it.
Yes, set a reminder. Move fast on this one, though. It'll be gone by tomorrow night.
Here's one for the animal lovers. At B&M, you can currently pick up 3 boxes for £9 of selected branded pet food, like this Whiskas cat food.
It's part of B&M's pet event, which started this week and is running until the 23rd of March.
Now, let's talk skincare, if we may. So, these are all from the Inky list, and they're all on sale at Home Bargains this week.
This serum right here was £12.99 and is now just £3.49.
And this moisturiser was £14.99 and is also down to £3.49. And so is this blemish treatment. And finally, if you're thinking of booking a nice getaway for 2025, check out DFDS Ferries.
They're giving a 20% early bird discount on crossings from Newcastle to Amsterdam if you book a minimum of 90 days in advance.
This deal could get you on your way from just £41 per person each way.
But don't wait too long, as you need to book by next Monday, the 3rd of March, to get this saving.
Now, please don't forget to check the retailers' websites for the full terms and conditions, and happy deal hunting.
Still to come, Georgie Barrett on how to shop smart and save money with the latest buy now, pay later services.
Make sure you're going for that interest-free option.
And John Bentley unpacked what makes the best value suitcase.
Certainly sort of come apart at the seams.
First, it's time for our blind test.
This is where a panel of guests test a product at 3 different prices before deciding on a winner.
But we don't tell them the price or the brand. This is purely on performance alone.
Today, we are testing this kitchen staple, the paper towel.
No, that's kitchen roll.
It's paper towel.
It's kitchen roll.
It's towels made out of paper.
Kitchen roll, or paper towel if you prefer, is an essential household item, always on hand to clean up drips and spills. To help us find the best buy, we've enlisted a crack team of extreme cleaners.
Welcome, Becky, Dev and Chantel.
You're not just mopping up like we do at home after the kids. What is an extreme cleaner?
Crime scene cleaners, people that have mould in their properties, seriously hoarded properties.
OK, how important are kitchen rolls
Paper towels.
to your life?
For me, extremely important. I use them both at home and at work. We don't want to use cloths all the time, so we've got to throw them away.
So, we've got 3 products here. What are your first impressions?
Oh, look, they're in already.
Our guests don't know it yet, but roll 1 is our mid-range option from Tesco at £2.55.
It does seem quite a durable and strong kitchen roll.
Roll 2 is plenty at £5.
Yeah, this is a lot softer.
I feel like this one's thicker.
It's got my seal of approval on it, that's for sure.
And roll 3 is our lowest priced option at £1.89 from budget supermarket Aldi.
This one isn't as durable. You can tell it tears very quickly.
This feels really cheap.
OK. Right, we've got some tests. Test number 1 is spillage.
To
To test the absorbency of the kitchen roll, we've measured out 3 cups of coffee identical to the milliliter.
Pour, please.
When this is poured into our trays, 1 sheet from each roll will be left to absorb the mess. The sheet which absorbs the most wins.
Sheets down.
I mean,
Leave.
that.
That's gone full.
Taking its time, look.
Look at the...
Oh,
Becky, what's happening with number 1?
this is soaking up so quickly.
Yeah.
It's just going.
It has gone.
Number 2 has taken a little bit longer for it to soak up, which suggests it's a lot thicker as well.
Number 3 is absorbing slower than number 1, but it is slowly going through.
All right.
It's the moment of truth.
Now, there was 150 mils.
Yeah, to start with.
Roll 1, the mid-price roll from Tesco, absorbed 20 millilitres. Roll 2, the most expensive from Plenty, absorbed 35 millilitres. And roll 3, the cheapest from Aldi, absorbed 25 millilitres. Well done to Plenty.
Wow.
So round 1 to number 2.
OK, time now for test number 2.
Puncture resistance. OK, now, this is important because when you're cleaning up really nasty spillages, what you don't want is for your fingers to go through the paper towel.
Touch the nastiness.
Into the mess, yeah. You don't want to touch nastiness, fam. You really don't.
We're attaching 1 sheet from each roll to a tub,
Dip.
immersing in water and placing 50-gram weights on them to compare.
How much will this paper towel hold? Oh,
There you go.
hold it.
In our admittedly not very scientific test, all 3 sheets can hold 400 grams without breaking. Can they take any more?
Oh, it went on 9.
Chantel's Aldi roll came first at 450 grams.
It's now a head-to-head between Premium Bounty and mid-price Tesco.
Hey, there it is.
Becky's roll from Tesco goes next after 700 grams.
15, 16, 17.
Maybe put the kettle on because Plenty roll is still going.
21,
In fact, we've run out of weights.
24 and an apple? Oh. No way. Banana.
After 1.2 kilos and whatever that is.
That's it. Wow.
That was incredible.
Wasn't it?
So the Plenty wins the strength test. And it's on to the 3rd and final challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Getting dried on concrete, sorry, Weetabix, off the kitchen table to see how durable the rolls are.
How will your sheets stand up to really working these stones off the tabletop?
A bit of welly.
Yeah.
OK, go. Chantal's gone straight
Straight
for
in
the
for the
club.
pumps, yeah.
We have warm water on hand to help shift that sludge.
OK, we're getting in for the water. Yes.
It's a bit tough, but it's getting there.
Dev's really putting those muscles to work now.
I'm actually really surprised, to be honest with you. It seems to be completely useless.
Look how much paper you've used as well.
I know, you use loads. It's because it's got no grip.
I'm ready to throw in the towel with this one.
Whoa.
He's
Say-
gone for the pun. Which one do you think is the winner of this test?
I do think that it's kind of an equal tie between 3 and 2.
Becky, what do you think?
I think number 1, as I was mainly concentrating on these areas here.
So a little inconclusive on test 3, but our guests still don't know which brands they're testing.
Which kitchen roll, in your opinion, please, comes out on top?
I'm going to go with number 2.
Dev?
It's going to have to be number 2.
OK, Becky.
I'm close with this
She's
one.
biased.
OK.
Yeah.
OK, well, it's 2 out of 3 have said.
Yeah.
Roll number 2.
That is plenty. It does come in at £5, though, for a twin pack.
I think it's quite high for tissue.
Yeah.
But it is a good roll.
So in 3rd place was Aldi's offering at £1.89. In at 2 was Tesco at £2.55, making the winner Plenty, which will set you back a £5. When it comes to kitchen roll, paying more really does seem to get you a better product.
time for a short break. And when we come back, we will have some unmissable deals for your shopping trolley this week.
Welcome back to Shop Smart, Save Money, and you are just in time for the big shop.
Our team have been scouring the supermarkets to find some of the best savings around, so you don't have to, and you'll never guess what they found. Look at this, eh? That Plenty kitchen roll that won our blind test earlier, it's only on offer this week at Asda.
That's right, it was £5, but it's now just down to £3.24. How is that for good value?
Very good, thank you very much. Next, we're off to Aldi to find some of these.
Oh, blueberries, my fave. They're a superfood. They're great for breakfast with your cornflakes or some Greek yogurt. That's how I love it. But they don't come cheap, do they?
Not usually, but this week at Aldi, they're on offer, down from £1.79 to £1.19.
Next, we're off to Co-op. They're running a freezer favourites mix and match deal with 3 items for just £4 for members or £5 for non-members. Now over to Lidl, who are knocking 30% off tropical fruits this week with the Lidl Plus app.
You can pick up a pineapple for just 69 pence instead of 99 pence.
I love pineapples. And also pomegranates, kiwis and mangoes, I love them too, are included to stick them with your blueberries, and you've got a fab fruit salad with a very tasty saving.
And here is a deal to help you save money on a slap-up dinner this weekend. M&S have got a tempting pie and mash deal for a tenner.
You choose 2 rather fancy pies and 3 sides, which would usually cost up to £17.45. Result.
Now we're handing over to our savvy shopper, Georgie Barrett, with smart ways to break up big bills into manageable bites.
Now, pineapple, come on, fruit salad.
All right.
Buy anything online these days and you're likely to see a variety of buy now, pay later options like these when you head through to checkout. These services have boomed in the last couple of years, and they can be a great way to shop smart by breaking those bigger purchases down into more manageable chunks. However, it's important to use them wisely and to make sure you do your homework before diving in. When you're at checkout and you select the buy now, pay later option, it's the service that pays for your goods there and then you pay them back. It's essentially a short-term loan, which means it is a form of debt. So please only buy things that you can afford. Depending on the service you choose or the repayment option that you go for, you have anywhere between a couple of weeks or months to pay off the goods. These services are typically interest-free. However, some services also offer longer-term loans that do charge interest, so make sure you're going for that interest-free option. Also, read the terms and conditions and make sure you're not caught out by any unexpected late fees. 3 common buy now, pay later services are Klarna, ClearPay and PayPal. They each come with their own repayment options. When you pay with Klarna, you can either choose to pay in full, pay in 3 installments at 30-day intervals, or pay nothing at all for the first 30 days and then pay the whole amount. Klarna now also offers a physical card that allows you to buy in real life, and you manage those repayments through your Klarna account or on the app. ClearPay is another popular option. They let you make your repayments in 4 installments. The first when you make your purchase, and then every 2 weeks from there. ClearPay also offers a virtual card that you can use in physical shops. Big name PayPal now offer their version of Buy It Now, Pay Later with their service Pay in 3. As the name suggests, this allows you to split the cost in 3 installments. The first when you're at checkout, and then once a month for 2 months. Buy now, pay later could help you save money if you're going to make that purchase using a credit card or overdraft that would charge you interest. So say your TV was broken and you needed to buy a new one, and that TV would cost you around £750. If you put that on your credit card, depending on your interest rates, and you paid it off over about 2 months, it will cost you around £20 in interest. However, if you use something like PayPal's Pay It in 3, you wouldn't have to pay any interest at all. Now, where I really love buy now, pay later is when I'm doing a really big online order and I know some of that stuff I'm going to return. That's a really big upfront payment. But if I use buy now, pay later and I manage to return my goods before that payment is due to the service, then I only have to pay for the items that I actually keep. I'll say it again, these services are a form of debt, so need to be used responsibly and only buy things you can afford. Missing payments can result in fees and services will recover the money that they're owed. Failing to pay on time will affect your credit score as well. Unlike a credit card, buy now, pay later services don't offer what's called Section 75 protection. This is when a credit card company can recover the costs of goods that are over £100 if they don't turn up or they're faulty. Used responsibly, buy now, pay later schemes can be a smart way of breaking up those bigger bills and managing your online purchases. Happy shopping.
Georgie, thank you very much. Now we're talking about those products that have gone viral online. You know that thing? I see it, I want to try it.
This section will determine whether or not those things are worth the money.
Our social media feeds are inundated with apparently brilliant products at tempting prices. But are they really worth the hype and the money? This time, we're promised a quick frozen dessert made entirely from fruit.
This is a way to take frozen fruit and create sorbet.
OK, healthy meal times.
It's the Yonanas Soft Serve Dessert Maker. This nifty gadget has been sending the socials bananas, and it comes with some pretty bold claims.
Indulge in dessert anytime and never feel guilty with Yonanas.
But does reality match the hype?
Are you ready to see this happen?
Yes, I am.
OK, it's really simple.
Yeah?
We're going with bananas at first.
Use pre-frozen fruit, which needs to sit out for 10 minutes before it goes in.
Speak loud!
It certainly demands attention.
Put some more in!
Oh, more in!
A powerful 200-watt motor drives a cone of blades inside the machine to smoosh the fruit.
You have to be quite strong.
Right.
That motor's noisier for us than it is in the ads.
So, has a Yonanas delivered us a treat like soft serve without any milk or cream?
That's incredible.
That's unexpectedly good.
OK, I'm going to put berries in. New bowl, please. Oh, it's like raspberry ripple.
Banana was good, but can it give that soft serve scoop even with harder frozen berries?
Do you know what?
Banana's better.
Banana's better.
The consistency of the berries is still a bit...
Icy.
Yeah, it struggles with the berries.
So it's not perfect every time, but the team are impressed.
It's just like ice cream.
There we go, you see.
It's time to talk money.
Mike, on cameras, what do you think this costs?
I'm going to go 45.
Go for it, tell them.
It is $59.95.
Not as cheap as I thought it was going to be, but the outcome is quite fun.
Ah, so is that a deal breaker for you then? Is it priced a little too high?
For me, yes,
Yeah.
I think it is. How about you? What do you think?
At 60 quid or just under 60 quid? Yeah, I think it's a bit too much. How much would you pay for it?
I'd say 40 quid.
Yeah, I'd say 35.
Yeah.
I think my kids will enjoy it the first handful of times, and then it's going to find its way to the back of a cupboard.
Yeah.
This time, the product didn't quite live up to the hype. Yonanas did produce some tasty desserts, but the £60 price tag leaves us a bit cold.
We'll be back after a quick break when John Bentley and travel guru Nikki Kelvin test suitcases.
Ooh.
Plus ways to shop smart and save money when buying or watching your TV.
You don't have to pay for streaming services that you no longer need. Result. Welcome back to Shop Smart Save Money, where we've already brought you some of this week's biggest deals and found the best kitchen roll to mop up your household spills.
And now we're handing over to a brand new member of our team, our roving reporter Jordan Cox, who's made his name with his bargain hunting social media videos.
Every week he's going to be giving us exclusive tips on how to bag yourselves a cheeky deal.
I hate to derail your plans, but train prices are increasing. From the 2nd of March, they're going up by 4.6% on standard tickets, season tickets, and even rail cards too. First of all, if you're buying a single ticket anywhere, places like Manchester to London at the moment, at the time of filming, was £76 for a one-way ticket. That's going up by about £3.50 after the 2nd. So if you do need to get tickets for anywhere, it's a good idea to do it right now to make sure you beat that price rise. Also with season tickets, if you need to get a new one, do it right now. A season ticket from Milton Keynes to London is going up by £350 after the 2nd, so lock in the cheap fare now. And also rail cards are going up by £5 each, so if you can renew them now, you'll get a cheaper price and you won't be steaming when the price goes up.
Thanks, Jordan. He's clever, isn't he?
He's very good.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk about something that we all indulge in. In fact, you're doing it right now.
That's right. Watching TV.
On average, we watch over 3 hours of telly a day and rack up over £78 a month on on-demand purchases, streaming subscriptions and paid TV bills.
Never mind square eyes. What about empty pockets?
Exactly. So let's start by talking about ways to watch TV at no extra subscription cost.
Now, every year, about 10 million TV sets are sold in the UK. So if you're one of those many households in the market for a new one, it could be smart to choose one with Freely, a built-in service with tons of stuff to watch at no extra cost.
Freely is a new free platform built into loads of affordable new TV sets.
We'll go browse.
Some TVs don't have all the catch-up apps, or they can be buried in different menus, but Freely groups them together.
Unlike Freeview, look what you can do.
What?
Pause live TV.
Pause that!
The good news is Freely TVs start cheaply.
Oh, look at that.
Check out the Freely website for compatible models.
But how about if you're not after a whole new telly? How about supercharging your existing model?
The Manhattan TV Recorder lets you record live TV, which usually requires a subscription from Sky or Virgin for £169 and no monthly fees.
Guess what? You can record 2 shows and watch a third.
And unlike catch-up apps, you can keep shows you've recorded forever.
So I could keep every single episode of my favourite soap.
If you're among the 81% of us who use a streaming service, there are ways to save there too.
The big streamers cost around £10 a month or more, but remember, putting up with ads can save you money.
Netflix and Disney both offer a service with ads for £5.99 and £4.99 a month. So if you don't mind sitting through the ads, you can cut your bills by nearly half.
Or, here's a deal worth looking at. Sky Essential TV is £15 a month on a 24-month contract, and it includes your Netflix with ads and Discovery Plus, which is usually £3.99 a month, plus Sky channels, including Sky Atlantic and Sky Arts.
But here's a clever little tip. If you're getting a new phone contract, some mobile providers throw in streaming services for free. I thank you. All coins mine.
Currently, EE, O2 and 3 are all offering streamer access with certain contracts, so do check with your providers before signing up.
If you're not getting a new phone contract, you can still shop smart by checking where you can watch the shows you want before paying. This here is the Just Watch app.
This shows which services have the programs you want, saving you from paying for streamers you don't need.
You can do this without having to go in and out of separate apps to do your search.
So what are we actually watching now, then?
I don't know, because I can't find a remote.
Oh, it's funny you should say that, because it's lucky I have one of these.
The Tile Bluetooth tracking sticker has a 250-foot range. At around £19, these trackers could be well worth it if you're always on the hunt for your things.
I have popped one of these on the remote control.
Yeah.
It will sing to you when you press fine. Can you hear it calling you?
Signal strength is strong.
Use the tiles for car keys, phones, wallets,
Warmer.
anything that goes walkabout.
Is it in your pocket?
Okay, here's the remote. Here's the tile. You were about to take this home with you.
Oh my goodness, caught red-handed.
The depths these telly addicts will sink to.
The last of our TV tips is on sport. It is a national obsession, but also a national scramble by streaming services to snap up the big leagues and games.
To watch all of the Premier League games this season, for example, you'll need Sky Sports, TNT Sports and Amazon Prime Video, plus a broadband connection, which will cost you around £80 to £90 per month.
Now, if you're only interested in key events or specific games, you might be interested in a Now Sports Day Pass for £14.99, which gives you access to individual games on Sky Sports.
Price comparison site Uswitch can also help you save money watching sport.
You can look up all your sports that you want to watch as well, where they're going to be played out.
This helps you choose which services are best value for the sports that you watch.
There you go. There are no excuses. You don't have to pay for streaming services that you no longer need. Result.
Quick, we need a referee. I know, we have a consumer referee. John Bentley, premium versus budget. Ref! Ref!
Over 3/4 of us Brits go on holiday at least once a year, and many of us rely on hard-shell suitcases like these to keep our stuff safe on our travels. But how much do you need to spend?
I want to find out whether a premium or budget model offers best value.
So I'm in Brighton with 2 models from both ends of the price scale, and I'm going to test their capacity.
Isn't that satisfyingly neat?
Ease of wheeling.
You do look like you're struggling. Yes.
And durability. Ooh. Before choosing whether a premium or budget model offers the best value for money. My premium pick is the Samsonite Restacked. It's available in 4 sizes. I've got the largest at 81 centimetres tall.
It has a removable, washable lining. Yours for £269.
The premium price buys you an expandable shell and shock-absorbing wheels. My budget pick is the Aerolite Large Hard Shell. This is 79 centimetres tall.
It doesn't have a removable lining, but it's less than a quarter of the price, £59.99.
It isn't expandable and doesn't have shock-absorbing wheels, but could the lower price make it a better buy? Helping me find out is Nicky Kelvin from travel advice site The Points Guy. His experience carting luggage around the globe will be invaluable.
Nicky, great to meet you. Where were you last?
I've just come in from California, had bags with me as well, so I'm well experienced in dragging these kind of things around the world.
Now, a few essential facts about these. First, weight. The Aerolite is 4.85 kilograms. The premium Samsonite, 4.3. What do you think of that weight-wise?
Well, weight is more important than ever. Airlines are very strict these days on the weight that you can have your bags. And so you want something a little bit lighter because you can pack an extra bit in. That half a kilo between these bags could be the difference between having to pay out and not.
First, we'll test how much luggage they can hold, starting with the Samsonite. The Restacked has a 126-litre capacity and comes with 3 free packing cubes, zippable bags that help you use space efficiently.
I do love a packing cube. We're going to put those to good use. We've got a lot of stuff to get in here, but I think we're going to be all right, and I'm going to teach you a few tricks as we go. Shall we begin?
Yes.
This bulky party speaker is easily accommodated. Before we tackle footwear,
you can actually take your socks, and some of them can go inside here, because you can't collapse a shoe, but you can fill it up. Sunglasses, very delicate. Put them in a shoe as well.
The Samsonite's free cubes are helping us use space efficiently and keep my trousers organised.
That's an intriguing idea. Again, the cube, so you can have a trouser cube.
Yes.
Shirts and laptop next, with protection from clothing.
Now we have the tablet. We're far enough away from the laptop. I think we're ready. So don't forget you've got that in there.
The Samsonite is looking full, but its adjustable straps help everything squash down.
This bag is nice for having this. It means we can keep things nice and secure.
Before the big moment, does it fit?
So let's open up the extender.
The Samsonite's extender increases its capacity from 126 to 138 litres, which proves invaluable.
Wow, well that was something I never thought possible. All that lot in a suitcase.
So all in all, I'm really impressed with this bag.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with your packing.
Time to see how the budget Aerolite compares, other than being over £200 cheaper.
This one already is looking not quite as premium.
At 127 litres, the Aerolite is on par with the unextended Samsonite. But it isn't extendable and doesn't have any free packing cubes, though you could buy your own for less than a tenner.
Without the cubes, rolling is also going to be important, so let's start rolling up our trousers. One thing I've noticed about this bag is that the handle runs down the middle of one side and it's not really built in or protected, and so actually it's causing these two ridges. So it could impact on the space that's available in the bag.
The Aerolite's elastic strap isn't as useful as the Samsonite's adjustable version.
It is that bit more flimsy. You've got heavy stuff, it's not
going to do anything.
Really keeping in.
But after some teamwork, we get there. Just.
Ooh. So there you go.
Yes.
It took a bit more effort with this one. I like the packing cubes. I like the more integrated design of the Samsonite. And the problem with this is I fear, because the clothes are all pushing on this handle, it's hard to move this up and down. That's going to be a real problem because you're going to need to use this.
Next, with each case weighing the typical airline limit of 23 kilos, we're testing handling.
Now, we need some cobbles. Here's some cobbles.
Nikki has the premium Samsonite.
This is the real test now. Here we go.
Which has shock-absorbing wheels, while my budget Aerolite doesn't.
In four-wheeled mode, I don't think my budget one is coping very well with cobbles.
You do look like you're struggling, and I'm really not.
Their side handles perform equally on a flight of stairs, but the premium Samsonite's top handle is sturdier.
I think the budget handle doesn't feel very secure.
Well, I can see yours waggling around and moving around all over the place, whereas mine, much more sturdy if you have a look.
Finally, durability. These cases need to withstand being chucked about by luggage handlers, so I've designed a test to replicate that with a very Brighton twist. We're taking turns to pummel the full cases with dodgems. Identical speeds. Ooh. With the cases in the same positions. Ooh. As an extreme way of finding out how well they'll survive the rough and tumble of travel. So, which case has stood up best?
From the top, they look all right, but what about yours at the bottom?
Well, I think that the budget one at the bottom is certainly sort of come apart at the seams. The zipper's not held.
Mine's looking a little bit better from the top. The Samsonite at the bottom, though, is also having some trouble. We've got some broken seams. You can't quite see my pants coming out, so that's a benefit.
The premium Samsonite has proved slightly tougher, along with being more spacious and nicer to wheel around. But at £269 compared to £59.99 for the budget Aerolite, does it offer better value?
I travel heavily and I'm in it for the long haul, excuse the pun. But for me, I would spend the extra money in order to know that this bag was going to last. Also, the extender in here is invaluable to me. I'm going to be able to pack more stuff into here.
And I think that is absolutely right for you. But on this occasion, I think I'd go for the cheaper case because I don't travel as much as you. I think I could live with the drawbacks and enjoy the extra money spent on something else.
Fair enough.
So, with hard-shell suitcases, don't feel the need to pay extra if you rarely use them. Cheap ones like this are perfectly decent.
Still to come, we help another household find the perfect product to solve their problem.
So for today only, you've got special permission to tip up your cereal.
welcome back to Shop Smart, Save Money.
Now, in this section of the show, we're going to look at the big must-have brands and their cheaper alternatives.
And we're going to start with one of the biggest brands around. We're starting with Lego.
The Lego Classic Box contains 790 pieces and will cost you $37.99.
But we have something similar.
We do.
Blocktek's mega box of blocks costs just £12 for 1,000 blocks, and they're compatible with Lego.
Okay.
Give me a Lego piece, go on.
Okay.
Look! They work, look! Together!
Do you know what? I'm really impressed with this.
So am I.
And the similarities don't stop there.
Check this out, look.
It's a flower.
It's a flower. Now, this is Lego's version. It's all right.
Lego's flower kit costs $19.99, while Blocktek's is just $6.99.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Do you build this?
You build it from scratch.
I thought you just showed... Oh,
Wow.
it really does come apart.
You really do have destructive hands.
No, I'm fixing it.
So, I have to say, I didn't expect it. I'm very, very impressed with the value of Blocktek.
Now, it's that part of the show where you ask for our help with a certain product.
Hi, we're the Glovers.
I'm Jodie.
I'm Paul.
I'm Austin. I'm Edith.
Mornings are very, very busy for us.
Yes.
We're a normal family. We make a mess. Whoa. You missed the bowl there.
We always know where you've been sitting, don't we?
But we do like a tidy house. So our problem is in the morning, making sure it's nice and tidy.
You love your Henry, don't you? He does all of our jobs, but very clunky, very heavy, and lots of attachments.
What we really need is something that's cordless, lightweight, something that we can move around the house easily, and just get those little messes that we make daily.
So we're looking to spend around about £250, no more than that, really.
Henrys have their place. We're no Henry haters. So instead of suggesting an entirely new vacuum that will blow most of their budget, this is the Black & Decker Wet and Dry Dustbuster.
It's lighter, smaller and easier to whip out quickly than a normal vacuum, and crucially can suck up liquid too. So should tick all the boxes on a busy morning, and it only costs £37.
Now, we reckon the best solution is to keep Henry, because it works just fine, and have this too.
Let's see if it's as good as we hope.
Oh, look at that.
What's that?
Wow. Black & Decker Dust Buster.
First impressions, I was a little bit shocked because it seems to be very, very small.
My first surprise was that it actually said wet and dry, because I don't think that I've seen many gadgets out there that actually do that.
The Black & Decker weighs around 600 grams and has a 400 millilitre capacity, meaning it should be able to suck up and contain a whole glass of spilled juice. But will this lightweight vac be up to the job, or will Henry be called in to help?
It's got a few different attachments with it.
The Dustbuster comes with a brush tool for soft furnishings, a crevice tool for hard-to-reach areas, and a squeegee attachment for wet messes.
Just 2 plastic parts. Wash them, dry them. No smell. Nothing's going to get left inside.
The Black & Decker also comes with a wall-mounted charger. And a full charge will give the family 10 minutes of running time.
It's nice and light as well.
Can we have a go?
Yeah, let's go and give it a test.
Let's try it. Our first test was actually crisps on the sofa. Okay, here we go. Just like a normal movie night that we would have. We did get quite a few crisps on the sofa. So we're going to test it, isn't it? If it does that, then we know it's good. We used it without an attachment first, and it picked up all the larger crisps. Then you use the upholstery attachment. There we go. And that did a really good job of getting all the the small crumbs. Should we try this one now?
Yep.
Crevice tool to go down between the cushions.
Henry was quite hard to push sometimes, but this one wasn't, and it just did all the job perfectly.
We always hoover the sofa, but we don't always get those lines that shows a deeper clean than actually what we've been getting already. It's actually picked up an awful lot there, hasn't it?
Yep.
Shall we see how easy it is to empty, though?
Yep.
You were able to do it all by yourself, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy.
Putting it back together, does that click on?
Yep.
Done. I was a little bit nervous about doing a wet test. Just wasn't sure how the product was going to manage it. So for today only, you've got special permission to tip up your cereal, and we'll see if it can pick it all up. It's the best test.
Then more.
Is it going to do it?
I think normally, if that happened, it would be half a roll of kitchen towel.
It would, and then I've got wet paper towels going from the table to the bin. Then I've got drops on the floor. So then I have to go and get the mop out to then clean the floor, all because we had a little spillage on the table.
It got blocked at one point, didn't it? But
Yeah.
there was a couple of cornflakes just got stuck in the nozzle. I thought we were going to have to empty it and then come back at a second go, but actually once you removed those two or three cornflakes, it actually managed the whole bowl, didn't it?
There's a lot in there. It's picked up all of it. Once it had cleaned up the mess, what I really liked was I tipped the mess away, but then under the tap rinsed it out, and it was completely clean.
Quick spray on the table and a quick wipe down with one sheet of kitchen roll. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well done.
much quicker than usual.
After impressing in the house, Paul and Austin wanted to test the dustbuster in the car.
I like cleaning my car with my dad.
Right. Oh my word.
What have you doing again?
My goodness. I think you've eaten a whole packet of biscuits.
Yeah.
Do you think this is easier than Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can certainly get across the seats better, can't you? Because you can hold it in your hand and there's no wire. Is that running out now, do you think?
Yeah.
I think I'll probably go back inside now, charge it, and then perhaps come out and just finish off.
While it's easier to take outside than Henry, the Black & Decker's 10-minute battery life wasn't enough to finish this job. Its 10-hour charge time also means Henry would need to step in for longer jobs.
I have to admit that I was sceptical. The dry bit fine, but the wet, I really wasn't sure about it, but it did surprise me and it did do a good job.
It's so quick to clean itself as well.
Yeah.
It's a case of deal with the mess, clean it, leave it to dry and drain, and you can go out the door. You haven't left Henry across the floor still plugged in as a trip hazard. So if I had to guess the cost, I think, because it does wet and dry, I think £69.99.
I was going to go 70.
£37?
Wow.
Wow.
Expect that.
But it's really good value.
Really
Very
good value. That is definitely a product that I would like to buy to have in the house.
Yeah.
And that is money well spent, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yes, what a result. Oh, that was so good. And also, when they were trying to guess the price, they were completely out. £37.
Yeah.
And it really mopped up everything.
It did.
Oh, that was good.
Yes, very good indeed. That's all for now, unfortunately. But do join us next week when we'll be bringing you more ways to make smart savings on your everyday living. Bye-bye.
Bye.
For details of our deals from today's show and a reminder of some of the products we've had on, head to our Instagram, ShopSmartSaveMoney_C5.
And if you think your household could do with some help to shop smart and save money, then get in touch by emailing us on apply@shopsmartsavemoney.co.uk.
Please join us next week for ways to save on spot cleaners, ready for a spring blitz. And we help a family find a great value steam cleaner.
Oh, wow, that was a bit of a burst, wasn't it?
We follow investigators as they close in on one of Britain's most prolific and sadistic online sex offenders. Prime suspect, hunting the predators, brand new at 9. And keeping you safe in your own home next, Alexis Conran shows you how to spot a doorstep scammer. Don't get caught out, brand new